Jamal Price knew the streets of Houston better than most, but when his old friend Malik Turner was found dead behind a church with no witnesses, no motive, and no leads, Jamal realized something terrifying. These murders weren't just rising, they were calculated. Jamal Price had lived in Houston all his life, watching neighborhoods shift and streets change, but nothing prepared him for what began unfolding in early spring. As cities across the country reported falling homicide rates, Houston became an anomaly. The numbers crept up quietly at first to unsolved killings in the 3rd Ward, then a triple shooting outside a club near Midtown. By June, the pattern wasn't random. It was targeted, and most of the victims were young, male, and had no major criminal history. Jamal, an ex-gang member, turned community outreach worker, started connecting the dots before police did. There was a strange consistency to the scenes: no robbery, no signs of struggle. It was clean, efficient, almost professional. He began attending vigils, meeting with families, and scanning online forums. That's when he noticed the symbol. A small, stickerer, red crescent moon with an arrow through it had been seen at 3 different murder locations. No one else seemed to notice, or they didn't care, but Jamal did. He remembered it from years back, a symbol tied to a rogue faction that operated under the radar, a group known for punishing those they deemed disloyal to the streets. Jamal passed the information to a detective he trusted, but days later his contact stopped returning calls. Then Jamal's car was broken into, nothing taken, just his files disturbed, the same sticker pressed against his windshield. The message was clear. He was too close. By mid-July, the city hit its 100th homicide of the year. Houston's mayor deflected questions, blaming economic downturns and isolated conflicts. But the truth was darker. The killings weren't random acts of violence. They were orchestrated. A new gang, tech-savvy and ruthless, had taken root beneath the city's surface. Instead of drug wars, they were cleansing, removing potential threats before they grew. Jamal vanished 2 weeks after an anonymous podcast episode hinted at a major. His apartment was left untouched, his phone wiped clean. All that remained was a journal page with dates, names, and a single phrase underlined twice: "They're hiding in plain sight." As the national homicide rate fell, Houston quietly spiraled. No one could say why out loud, but those who looked close enough saw the signs, and those who spoke too loudly didn't stay long enough to explain.